Alright, it's home attack, man. We gotta talk about it, bro. We gotta talk about it. Tekken 8 is looking more and more like Tekken 7 2.0. This is Tekken 7 all over again. Why am I saying that? Because look at the DLC we're getting. This is just Tekken 7 with a fucking heat system and updated graphics at this point. That's where we at. That's where we at, folks. Now I get it, some people don't like Tekken 8 because of the fact that, well, the heat system, not so much the characters, but the heat system is broken. In Tekken 7, there were broken characters, but in Tekken 8, the mechanics are broken. I've been saying that, so I'm not here to bash any one character in Tekken 8. So I think bashing any one character in Tekken 8 is a flawed argument, when the problem is really the heat system more than anything else. They want this game to be aggressive and fun, and it was better, it looked better on paper than it does in gameplay, but whatever, that's not really the point of this video. But my point is, we started off in Tekken 8 Season 1, we started off on a pretty decent path. We got Eddie back, even though Eddie should have been in the game by default. But I'm glad he is DLC, because if Eddie was the main character in Tekken 8, they wouldn't have changed his look, and they wouldn't have given him a better look. Now see, if I was a developer for Namco, for Tekken, every character would be changing their looks every fucking game. Y'all wouldn't like my ass. Jin would be wearing a fucking low fucking haircut in Tekken 8. I mean in Tekken 4 and shit. Probably grow his hair back. I'd be changing up. Kazuya would be getting a fucking beard, a mustache at this point. The Williams sisters would be aging, no cryo sleep. They would just be getting older. Still looking good, but getting older. Like everybody would just be changing. Like real people. Paul wouldn't always have his high top fade. Feng Wei would be bald in Tekken 6 and later. Like, I wouldn't be having these characters looking the same every game, bro. They wouldn't have the same hairstyles all the time. They would just change up. What was I talking about? Yeah. This game really is becoming, Tekken 8 is becoming Tekken 7 all over again. We start off with Eddie, and then I was cool with Eddie, and then what did we get after Eddie? Lydia. See, already I was getting irritated. Already we repeating Tekken 7. But I didn't complain about Lydia because I figured, but I also did complain because of the fact that, well, fuck, bro. Why couldn't Lydia and Fakuram be on the base roster? It would have made more sense. They were already DLC characters debuting in Tekken 7. Why couldn't Lydia and Fakuram be base characters like what Leroy Smith was in Tekken 8? Would that have made more sense? Then you would have had a more solid roster. Instead of a weak-ass 32 character roster, you would have had 34 characters. And that would have been enough. This is the dumb shit, man. These devs don't know what the fuck they're doing. We got Anna. I don't know. Hihachi came back. That was dumb, but hey, it's Hihachi, so I guess we can't complain. We got Anna back, and now once again, I'm getting a little bit irritated. Not because I don't like Anna, but more so because I was already suspicious of us getting Tekken 7 DLC all over again. I already seen it coming. Now, fucking Rom. Getting him all over again. Do I like Armor King? Sure, I like Armor King. He's Armor King. But once again, Tekken 7 DLC all over again. Next thing you know, we got Clive, which is like I wish we would have got Noctis over Clive, but whatever. I definitely don't like Clive. Noctis was actually pretty cool. He was actually pretty dope. But next thing you know, we're gonna get Kunimitsu with her mask falling off after one hit to the fucking face again. Next thing you know, we're gonna get Ganru again. Julia, I could give two fucks about Julia. You know we're getting Marduk. You already know. Next thing we might get Akuma. We might get Geese again. We might get Lei again. Watch, we're gonna get all the characters from instead of us getting brand new fucking DLC characters, because this is a different game from Tekken 7. We're just gonna get the same shit we got in Tekken 7, bro. You know what I would have done with the DLC? I would have actually gave us, and it's right there. It's right there in your face. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. It's right there. Bob. Why can't we get Bob as a DLC? Bob motherfucking Richards. Do I like Bob? No. Fuck Bob. But we got a Bob Burger. Why not just put Bob in the game as a DLC character? That actually would have been dope. Hell, I wouldn't care if we got Gigas. Well, I would care because I don't like Gigas. I don't want him in this game. I like him in Tekken 7, but you know. Now my point is, give us some different DLC. I was cool with Eddie. I was cool with Heihachi. You know, he should be Kazumi status. I think Heihachi should have been dead. But yet, we put him in the game as DLC anyway for fans. He'll be dead, but in the game. That's what I would have done with Heihachi. I was cool with Anna. Anna and Eddie, the only ones DLC characters I like. Every time I see Lydia in this fucking game, in her stage, I feel like we're in Tekken 7 all over again. Every time I see the bullshit fucking Fakuram, fuck you man character again. Every time I see his fucking trailer, I feel like we're playing Tekken 7 again. When I hear about Armor King coming back, I feel like we're playing Tekken 7 again. And I might get shit for this, but I hate Tekken 7. I'm not a big fan. I like Tekken 8 more than I like Tekken 7. I think Tekken 8 kind of does most things better than Tekken 7. At least it's more fun. It's more broken. The mechanics are broken, but at least I can kind of have fun with Tekken 8. I feel like Tekken 8 is just better looking. The gameplay is more fun. I really did like Tekken 7. And that's why this hits home for me. This bothers me. Feel like we're playing Tekken 7 all over again because I actually don't like Tekken 7. Like, I hardly like anything that Tekken 7 had to offer. I damn near would rather play Tag 2 than Tekken 7. To be honest with you. Or Tekken 6. Think about it. Tekken 7 had the worst new characters ever, bro. They all suck. Katarina, no personality. She was trash. Well, actually, Gigas sucked. Yeah, Gigas was trash. Just gameplay-wise, he was trash. The only new character I thought was good was actually Lucky Chloe. But of course, you're not allowed to like Lucky Chloe. But she was something different. Every other new character on the base roster, I think, was trash. One way or another. Especially Katarina. She definitely was just trash, man. Like, new characters used to have personality. Or at least somewhat. Like, go back to Tekken 6, bro. Like, back in Tekken 6, we had Zafina, an astrologer, this weird, you know, Egyptian. She was something new, even though she wasn't popular at all back then. But she was definitely something different. She was unique. Leo being a splunker. Not that Leo's cool, but, you know, Leo, well, Leo will be our first tranny. Just on an interesting one. What else we got in Tekken 6? Miguel. Miguel's pretty cool. I like Miguel. Not the greatest character in the world, but at least he had his own thing going on. He had his own story. Lars. Not that I like Lars, but Lars, once again, something different. Elisa, something different. What did we get in Tekken 7? Gigas just looked like a bigger Jack. You know, Gigas wasn't anything special, really. I kind of liked the way he looked, but Katarina, the most boring character ever. She has no gimmick, no person. At least Leo has a gimmick. Katarina doesn't even have a gimmick. Like, what is her gimmick? Who else? I know Tekken 7 had quite a few new characters, but I can't think of them. I just don't. The game sucks to me, man. Like, I just don't like the game. Let me think. Oh, Claudio. Yeah, Claudio. Yeah. Man, how I forget Claudio? Yeah, Claudio definitely. He's the best character out of the bunch. In fact, out of all the new characters, Claudio's the best. He's definitely the best out of Tekken 7. Everybody else is just kind of man. Even the DLC was mad. Like, Lydia, mad. What's her personality? Fucking around, mad. What's his personality? Tekken 7 started the whole idea of pay to win. No wonder why they don't care about personality, because it's all about pay to win. And it's the same thing we're getting now in Tekken. That's why they bring back fuck around, to pay to win. And then after enough complaints about him being broken, oh, they're gonna nerf him down. They're gonna nerf him to the fucking ground. We're nerfing him enough to the point where nobody wants to play with him anymore. It's like what they did with Leroy. Leroy is not trash. Leroy is actually still strong, believe it or not. But because he got nerfed, he was being tier whored because he was so powerful. You know, when he first came out of Tekken 7, so everybody wanted to play Leroy because he was a pay-to-win character. Then they nerfed him for being too broken, and now it's like they think he's complete trash, even though he's not. He's just not as overpowered as he used to be. Tekken is no longer about having fun. It's all about tier whoring and complaining about a character being OP or a character being OP, basically. Then when they get nerfed, oh, now they're unplayable, even if it's like one little nerf. Why? Because nobody plays Tekken to have fun anymore. Nobody plays Tekken casually anymore. Other than me, nobody plays Tekken casually anymore. You're just playing to win, so they can play with some broken, cheap-ass character online, so they can become a Tekken God Prime, so you know, to ignore the fact that they're fucking incels. If they become Tekken God Prime, that somehow alleviates them from realizing that they can't get no ass. This is what Tekken has became, man. It's really sad. It's really pathetic. I was actually at least happy for the most part with Season 1 of Tekken 8. Now, I don't even want to play this game no more, man. I don't give a fuck about Tekken right now. I'll be real with you. So that's the video, y'all. Peace out.